To learn about clearance requirements and which spas are suitable for the VacuSeal, please be sure to read our written manual. The mounting bracket requires adequate support of at least 8 screws. If you are not familiar with the internal frame of your spa, we recommend removing a panel to be certain that at least 8 screws can be secured. More is always better. Since the mounting bracket sits flush on the cabinet, any trim strips must be removed, cut, and later replaced. Use mounting bracket to mark for accurate cutting. To install, align bracket with the furthest point of the rear of spa. Then mark this position with a pencil. Then measure back exactly 2 inches and remark the cabinet for the final position of the mounting bracket. Now place and hold the mounting bracket flush under the shell coping or the cabinet top rail if there is one. Make sure the safety stop is at top and to the rear of the cover. Before installing wood screws, pre-drill 2 holes with a 9/64 inch drill bit. This helps prevent interior wood from splitting. Then install wood screws and make certain they both are secured into the interior frame. Now you're free to pre-drill additional holes using the same drill bit as before. And be certain to secure a minimum of 8 wood screws, keeping in mind that more is always better. Finally, position matching cover plate over the mounting bracket and secure 2 machine screws. Repeat bracket installation on the other side. Now, adjust cover on the spa to sit evenly on all 4 sides. Next, position swing arm over boss furthest to the end with extended portion pointing down. Holding machine spacer over boss, install lock washer and large hex bolt. Tighten bolt until the locked washer is compressed. Slide adjustment bracket on with large oblong hole to the bottom when arm is raised. Slide the long side of the crossover bar through the upper clamp and the short side onto the swing arm. Then position the clamp on the cover, centered over slit. From other side of spa, install extension tube into crossover bar. Now install the second crossover bar through the second upper clamp and then into the extension tube. Make certain extension tube is visible through holes and is centered on cover. Position upper clamp centered over the slit. Slide the second adjustable bracket onto swing arm with oblong hole to the rear, and then install it into the crossover bar. Then position swing arm over the exterior boss on the bracket. Position machine spacer over boss and install lock washer and hex bolt. Then tighten just as you did on the other side. It is now even more important than before to make sure that the cover is positioned square and evenly on all 4 corners. Make sure the distance between swing arm and clamp is equal on both sides. Lift cover slightly and slide lower clamp into the center of the slit in the cover while positioning it over upper clamp. Put on nylon lock nuts and hand squeeze the clamps together. Securely tighten both lock nuts and repeat on other side. Again, confirm that the cover is sitting evenly on all sides. Where it is now is where it will always return to each time you close the cover. Reconfirm that both swing arms are equally distanced from the clamps. With 1/8 inch drill bit, pre-drill into existing holes. Secure swing arm into the crossover bar with self-tapping screws and then repeat procedure on the other side. Before securing top bar, make certain each swing arm is even and has clear space to operate. Protect the cover prior to screwing in the extension tube, and make certain the extension tube is visible through all existing holes in crossover bar before pre-drilling the holes and installing self-tapping screws. Install the rear support bar into cover pocket and make sure it is parallel with the swing arm. Align the opposite end of the rear support bar with the sliding bracket. Then in each of the 2 holes, hand tighten the 1/4 inch lock nuts. Secure both hex bolts with a 1/2-inch wrench and a socket wrench. Install foam grip, if not previously done, onto handlebar. Once you've selected which side you want the handle, slide it into the crossover bar all the way to the foam grip. Handle side can easily be changed. Remember to pre-drill hole before installing screws. For a finished look, install the plastic plug on the opposite side. Into the middle hole of the swing arm, install a ball stud and secure it tightly with a lock nut. Changing it later to an alternate hole is easy and will provide a different placement of the cover when opened. On the most interior boss on the mounting bracket, secure tightly the second ball stud. Into the only accessible hole of the adjustable bracket, install a self-tapping screw. Lift cover open without the assistance of gas springs. Snap the larger barrel side of the gas spring into the ball stud, located on the swing arm, and the narrow side onto the ball stud on the mounting bracket. With the cover open, pre-drill holes and install self-tapping screws on the bottom of the adjustable bracket. To give your VacuSeal a finished look, install all of the small, medium, and large black plastic caps on the appropriate screws and bolts. If you've removed and cut any trim strips on the cabinet, now is the time to reinstall them. The straps on the cover include locks. Position them on the cabinet, open the lock and install the provided screws.